With each step we grow, together we know, puzzling joy will show. With each step we grow, laughter fills the air. Together we know, friends beyond compare, pictures start to pair, love and fun we share. Piece by piece we go, with each step we grow, together we know, puzzling joy will show. Laughter fills the air, friends beyond compare, pictures start to pair, love and fun we share. Late into the night, pieces fit just right, heartbeats taking flight in the morning light. Piece by piece we go, with each step we grow, together we know, puzzling joy will show. Puzzling joy will show. Joy will show. Joy will show. Eight hands flying fast, colors brightly clash, pieces locked they mash, time you cannot dash. Edge and corner find, patterns in your mind, joy in each line signed, erase it, you'll not mind. Piece by piece we go, with each step we grow, together we know, puzzling joy will show. Laughter fills the air, friends beyond compare, pictures start to pair, love and fun we share. Piece by piece we
Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's competition. Can you give me a wave if you can hear me all right? All right, fantastic. Welcome to all our participants tonight. This is a 50 plus competition and we do actually have, so we have about 80 people in the live meeting. We also have a parallel flex meeting with another dozen or so people, and there are also some others who've already submitted offline times. So I have a really nice puzzle tonight, so I wanted as many of you to have the opportunity to participate as possible. And yeah, welcome Catherine, my co-host for this evening.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we had a theme for today. Do you remember what it was?
Yes, the theme was franchised or some type of show or movie or fandom related puzzles, yay or nay. Do we like them? Do we not like them? That was the theme.
Yeah, so we actually had the last 50 plus competition that we had was with the One Piece puzzle. And there is like a certain style of like movie posters, and so we were wanting to know, do people enjoy puzzling images of their favorite TV shows or movies or series? And yeah, so first of all, How about you? What's your feeling about those types of puzzles?
I am always happy to see maybe a show I'm watching right now, or a movie that I really love, or like when I'm in the store and I see a puzzle with that on it, I'm always like, oh, it's a puzzle with this and this. And I do end up buying a few. They're not usually great speed puzzles. I have a few like Harry Potter puzzles that are very difficult to put together. I also have a few Star Wars puzzles that were not great to put together, and I have like a huge Stranger Things puzzle where the middle is like all colorful, and but then the further out it goes, it's just black. So like the last 4 or 5 lines of this like 2,000-piece puzzle are just straight up like black pieces, and it's a cool puzzle. I actually have it hanging up like in my puzzle room, but I would not want to puzzle it again.
Yeah. So so when we asked the participants, there was it was quite divided. I guess most people said if it was like of an animated, people were really keen to do animated puzzles. Like, for example, the most common one was Pokemon. Then also, Disney related or anime. They seem to be more fun just because of the graphic illustration style. However, photos of faces, people were not so keen on, and somebody even said, what was it about? Something to do with like finding a piece with an eye on it. Darius said, I'm not a fan of doing real life licensed characters. I tend to find the puzzle pieces with an eye or a small section of a face kind of creepy, like One Piece, Friends, or Harry Potter. However, I like animated series or games like Minecraft or Pokemon. On the other hand, several people said that if they recognize the image, that they kind of feel like a connection to it, that they might be having nice memories as they're puzzling, thinking about that series and that character. Some people think it's an advantage to know that. So what do you guys think in the YouTube chat? Licensed puzzles, yay or nay? Which ones are good? And is there an advantage if you know the characters? Like for people who did One Piece last week, were you just confused when you were puzzling it, or like did it not matter at all having some strange characters?
Yeah, I think also there it depends on what actually is the puzzle about, and like a lot of people are also saying the anything that's animated or drawn is in general easier to puzzle than like photographs of people. I'm thinking back to the Friends puzzle that was ages ago in the Euro Jigsaw Jam, which was like just so many like dark hairs and so many faces, and you didn't really know who is who. So that's always a bit more difficult.
Yeah. So from a popularity perspective, licensed puzzles tend to be less popular. And I know that because when I was researching Ravensburger, for example, all of like the regular catalog had been like done so many times as speed puzzles, and you see them all the time on Instagram. And that's why I tended to puzzles like to Friends and some other licenses, just because they were less popular. And I guess it's because it's like the less that people know about it, there's like a less group, whereas anybody can enjoy a picture of like some nice flowers or a nice scenery. But licensed puzzles, people tend to buy it only if they really have a connection to it. Yeah, so there's some comments in the chat. Hi everyone.
Yeah, we have so we have people chiming in. There's people from 2 people from Minnesota. Howdy, guys. Is there like a typical Minnesota hello that you can teach me how to say? We have people from Mexico. That's also really cool. I mean, you guys are like in completely different time zones. It must be earlier in the day, right? Like they're behind. All right, so we have Nat G who says nay to licensed puzzles. She avoids them at all costs and she only wants original art. What if the licensed puzzle has some original art on it, like this Inside Out puzzle I've been seeing recently? People get great times on it, and it's not just a picture straight from the movie, like they actually designed it to be a puzzle. So I think that might be one of those exceptions. We have Freya who says, yay! But it might be more difficult for some if it's animated because the colors are usually more flat with no shadows or gradients. But knowing the characters definitely helps. Yeah, I agree. Also with the Pokemon puzzle, it definitely helps if you've seen them once or twice before, I think.
Yeah, and Kati says there's absolutely an advantage in knowing them. You just know the textures of the typical clothing or the facial expressions and differences between the characters. So yeah, that's a good point. You can kind of pick up something and then recognize it easier to where it goes rather than just going, what is this? And like just having this confusion and this annoyance like as you're puzzling. Yeah. But all right, so we'll share a bit more as we go along. But yeah, it looks like everybody's ready to go. Yeah, somebody said they can't hear me in the meeting. Okay, can hear me now. Okay, so just checking the messages. All right, so everyone, you can unwrap your... No, wait a moment. I'm going to turn my mic on in the Flex meeting. Let's make sure everybody hears us. All right. Okay, I'm hearing an echo. Just a moment.
If anyone is playing bingo, I see a cat on a table of Maria TB's table. So that's the first box that can be checked.
Okay, Simona, did you go into the right meeting? Okay, hello. Yes, okay, my echo has disappeared. Let's go. All right, Flex people, can you just give me a wave that I know that you can hear me? All right, fantastic. Okay, everyone, yeah, so we have 2 hours as normal. This is a 50+ club, and everyone may unwrap their puzzle now. Let's see what we have.
It's the exciting moment.
And it's not a licensed puzzle. But we just wanted to follow that up from last week.
Yeah, the theme doesn't always have something to do with the puzzle. And if it does, it's usually a coincidence.
Yeah, so there are stickers on this puzzle, so you may slice them or peel them off. Make sure that the lid comes off easily.
Well, this looks like a Nathan puzzle from the box design.
Yes, this is a Nathan puzzle. All right, so when you have unwrapped the puzzle and you have removed the stickers, check that the lid comes off easily, and then place the box back in the middle of the table so that I know you are ready to go. Okay, everyone in Flex is... No, one more person's removing the stickers. Okay, good. Let's do a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Yeah, this looks like a really fun puzzle from what I can see from here. Is it like a holiday destination puzzle?
Yeah, so this puzzle is about Martinique. This is a lovely location in the Caribbean, I believe. Oh, I should have looked this up, but that's what I was thinking when I was puzzling it. The name is Carte Postale de la Martinique, so postcard from Martinique. And we've got some lovely beaches and colourful houses, sacks full of spices. fruits and vegetables, birds, rocky cliffs, or next to the water. So collage style, but also photographic. And yeah, so a really lovely puzzle. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, there's lots of places to start with this puzzle. You could obviously you could do the border, but to me, like what stands out is the yellow house. It's something I would definitely sort out immediately, and probably also the outline of the island would be also something that's easy to sort out. I'm curious to see how people are going to do it.
Yeah, I was a bit I was looking forward to it because there were the different sections in there, and I enjoy that. I'm quite good at collage puzzles, so I enjoyed that. But I was also a bit intimidated because it's photos, and I tend to be slower on those ones. But I actually ended up really enjoying it. I think there's enough there to kind of switch from section to section. If you don't find all the pieces, then you can just work on something else for a while. And yeah, we've had some people already participate offline and send in some times, and we've had some very fast times. So really hoping. Oh yeah, and one good thing is that nobody has submitted a time or said that they didn't finish it. Normally, with every Flex meeting, Flex competition, there's already multiple people who have to count pieces at the end, and no one has counted pieces yet. So that's very promising.
All right, I'm excited.
All right, let's see who we have today. I'm going to start it out in the alphabet on N. We have Nadia from Indonesia, Nicole from Bulgaria, Nora from Finland, Rachel from Denmark, Ramona from Switzerland, and Richard from Belgium.
Yeah, everybody is in the flipping stage of this puzzle. Everybody's kind of thinking about what are they gonna do first? What am I gonna sort out? And most people will sort out the edges. We can see Nadia has like a little pile there on the top left that looks like border pieces. Yeah, everybody's really busy flipping. And since there's a lot of blue in the puzzle and the backing of the Nathan puzzles are also blue, it looks to me like they're all done flipping, but they still continue flipping.
Yeah,
looks like a Caribbean version of the Hungary puzzle. Yeah, a little bit.
What do you mean, a Hungary puzzle? Oh, yes.
The puzzle, the Budapest puzzle.
Yes. It is like that a bit. You have some nice photos with like clear outlines, and yeah, so going for the border could be a good place to start, because you do have that a bit of sea, then you have a bit of a like a house with some trees, and then you have another section start on the border, so you could easily place it around, or you could just go straight for building from the sections as you like it.
I think going for the border would be good, because you do have then also the border of all of these smaller photographs that are in it, and it'll give you immediately an anchor point. But on the other hand, if you just go for the photographs, then the border will just kind of come together on its own as well. So I think, yeah, whatever suits each puzzler the best.
Yeah, so welcome to everyone who's following on YouTube. There's lots of support there. Great to have you all there. So we're really excited to see how everybody gets along today. So we have on screen at the moment, we have Rika from Denmark, Robert from Sweden, Sabina from Germany, Sana from Finland, Simona from Austria, and Smilla from Sweden.
Robert is working on a round table. I always think it's nice, because you can just walk around so much easier than if it's a square table. You kind of have to like get up and like actually walk around. Whereas when it's a round table, you can just kind of freely move left and right without actually having to use a lot of effort. We see some people done with the flip and have started to build. And they're working on the edge. I think that is Smilla there on the bottom right, who Yeah, it looks like she's definitely starting with the border. And Sabina has a little mascot watching over her puzzling there in the background, a little cute little dragon.
Yeah, it looks like Simona has been doing some circle puzzle practice. You can see a stack of circle of colors behind her. Yeah, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what parts the people pull out. Like I can see Rika is working on the yellow house. That's also something that I pulled out early. There's a nice text because you have these yellow and blue windows and yeah, walls, but also there's some fabric. There's some really colorful fabric textures and spices. That's what I also liked. I ended up leaving like the background for the last, but I think this will really suit people who are good at landscapes. I mean, we don't have not had so many in the EJJ landscapes and photo images, but this will definitely suit those people.
Yeah, I think this is a puzzle where it's going to be relatively easy to sort, or at least to see all of the different sections really clearly. And then it's just a matter of deciding which order you're going to do things in. And it might help, if you're not that good at landscapes or water and such things, if you do the photographs first, because then you're kind of boxing in this area that is all kind of just a gradient.
Yeah, Kati says it reminds her of the Collage in the World's Pairs semi-final. Actually, that's true because you had a lot of holiday image. What was it? Holiday pinboard or a world travel pinboard. You also had lots of palm trees, lots of beaches. And yeah, so it does have that kind of that certain feel to it. But this time the box actually matches the image. There's no secret hidden image in there that doesn't match.
I was in that round and I didn't even notice that it was different on the box than it was on the puzzle. And I was working on that section. Only later people were like, did you notice it was different? And I'm like, no, I did not. But it taught me a lesson to look closer at the box sometimes.
So on screen we have Stephanie K from Germany, Stephanie D from Austria, Stein from Belgium, Susanna from Germany, Tammy from USA, and Taya from Finland.
And it's amazing to see that this group of puzzlers are all pretty much at the same stage. They all have the border done or close to done with the border. Some of them have started building some of those lines from within the image. I see Tammy and Stephanie K are both working on the cabana right now, or on these lines at the top of the cabana, I'm assuming like the roof. And yeah, you can see that so far everybody has a very, very similar strategy.
Yeah, looking really good there. Yes, Stephanie K won one of the competitions recently. She did. She won the one with the flowers, the very difficult one. I wonder if this is her style. Okay, let's see who else we have with us. We have Veronica from Germany, Wies from the Netherlands. Let's jump up to the top of the alphabet. So Aaron from the UK. Have you ever noticed when you click on the World Jigsaw Puzzle website and you click on participants, Aaron Madeley is always the first name because he has double A.
2 A's, yeah. Unless there's another Aaron whose last name starts with something earlier in the alphabet than M. He'll probably always be first.
There has to be a benefit for having a double A in the name. Always get to be first on every list. Yes, so Aaron from the UK is there. We also have Agnes from France, Amanda from the UK, and Andreas from Germany.
Yeah, and with this group of puzzlers, we see very similar strategies to the ones we saw before. It seems like most of the people are starting with the border, putting it together, and then moving on to something else, except for Andreas. It looks like he has the cabana built already, or almost, and is kind of jumping around with things to build. Amanda is busy with finding the border pieces, and it looks like yeah, everybody is doing really, really well. V's has also the border pretty much completed and has like a pile of pieces in the middle that I'm assuming are going to be the yellow cabana.
Yeah, when I did this puzzle, I was listening to a podcast. It was the one with Rob Shields, and he was interviewing one of the ladies from America. I can't remember which one it was now, but it was really interesting, and I was paying a lot of attention to the podcast. I think it was about the American organizing the American Nationals. Possibly it was Ali Krasny or one of the top people on the board. Maybe it was Tammy. I think it was possibly Tammy that I was listening to, but it was really it was really interesting, and they were talking about all the details about organizing US Nationals and how much work it is. And yeah, so I may have been a bit distracted when I did this puzzle. But yeah, that's
So
also something you wanted to ask was like who listens to podcasts, and you're interested in what type of podcasts that people might listen to when they're puzzling.
Because I know that I like to listen to something when I'm puzzling. And I've noticed that depending on which podcast I'm listening to, I get too involved in the podcast.
Well, one of the comments to our question today, one of the participants said, "Well, I don't actually watch movies, but I listen to podcasts, and there aren't any puzzles of the podcasts."
I mean,
maybe yet. Maybe they could come. It could be a thing.
It's a niche in the market. Somebody can get on it. We have our first guesses coming in the YouTube chat. So, people are thinking that probably someone will get out of the 50 plus club with this puzzle. So we have a guess of 45. 45, and then another guess of 44. That'd be interesting to see. I also think maybe somebody can break the 50-minute record here with this puzzle. That when I look at how fast people are going, and we're not even that long in now, we were like under 15 minutes. So everybody's doing really, really good. Oh, a new guess. 47, 57.
So I can tell you that from the fastest time in the offline participation was 44 minutes and 1 second. 44.
So there you go.
So that was Karin Klauser from Austria. So I think she's about now out of the 50 plus club, but that's an excellent time. And I know she and her sister prefer photo puzzles because they grew up doing that type of puzzles. So an amazing time. So let's see if she holds on to that, or if we get a better time from one of the participants tonight. So we have Angelica Puzzle Fox back from her trip from Japan and South Korea. And looking lovely there. It's got flowers on the table, a really nice setup for puzzling. We also have Anna Art from Cyprus, Anna R from Sweden, Anna from France. I think we have multiple Annas. Yes, that Anna is from France. Then we have Antti from Finland and Arkadius from Poland. And I can see, so both Arkadius and Anna Benoit have done the yellow house. Arkadius has his already anchored to the border, whereas Anna Benoit has hers kind of floating off to the side. But yeah, so for those who don't know, Nathan is a French brand, but it's actually like a sub-brand of Ravensburger, so you have the same cut, the same quality. It does appear to have a bit more of a glossy finish, but you can expect the same quality, so that's no problem if you build off to the side and then later like pick it up and then transfer it into its place. But yeah, it looks like a very much a border strong strategy today.
Yeah, and I think they're right to do that because, like I said before, if you have the border done, then you have an edge of all of the photographs that are in there, and you have immediately something to attach it to. So I think people are going to build like from the outside in.
Yeah, the part that I left last was like that white beach and then some of those green trees off there.
So, Michelle, you said you got distracted by the podcast, but you didn't tell us your time.
Well, photos are not my best. I'm better at busy puzzles, but I was pleased with my time for this one. This one was 50 minutes and 32 seconds.
That's
so
very close to leaving the 50 plus club as well.
So maybe I'm definitely out of the 50 plus club by now, but it would have been nice to get another one. So maybe if I wasn't distracted, if I could have shaved 32 seconds off my time. So let's move on to the next participants. We have Rachel Lund from Argentina, Berit from Germany, Beth from United Kingdom, Phoebe from Denmark, Birgit from Germany, and Cameron from Canada.
Yeah, and it looks more and more like everyone is kind of following a very, very similar strategy to this puzzle. We see more and more borders done, more and more of the yellow cabanas done, except for Birgit. She seems to build like the loose squares and then we'll attach them later on. It looks like she's just working on the photographs. Similar to Aylin as well. It looks like she has the cabana done. She has like parts of the flowers done.
Those are bananas at the top. They're bananas and sweet potatoes.
Bananas, right.
It looks like it's arrangement like a flower. Yeah. And then that other section that she's done with a square border, those are the sacks of spices.
Mm.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to switch to someone and we're going to see that they've started with like the map of Martinique. That would be interesting. If somebody really starts from the middle and then like does all the fun stuff at the end, starts with the hardest part. Yeah, so there's the capital has been marked on the map, Fort de France, and then we have Montagne, Palais, Saint Pierre, La Trinity, and Le Vauclin. Once again, wonderful French pronunciation. Yeah. So yeah, let's see who's not doing the yellow house.
Oh, and then every little photograph also has written on it what it is.
No, not on the photos, just on the map. The map has like 5 little bits of text, and there's 5 locations on there.
Ah, right.
By the way, sorry, go ahead.
I was just looking at the YouTube chat and I saw that Isabel is also listening to Peace Talks episodes while puzzling. And Sandra is, she has puzzle content going from YouTube while she's puzzling. So all puzzle related things to listen to. I wonder if it helps or not if you listen to puzzle related stuff.
Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube puzzle content. Well, listen to it while I'm puzzling, and I don't know anything about podcasts. Like I don't have any podcast apps. But then I realized that you can actually listen to the Peace Talks podcast through YouTube or through YouTube Music, and so that was good for me because I use mostly YouTube Music, and yeah, because I feel like a real noob when it comes to podcasts, but that helped me a lot. Yeah, I just want to say hi to Jima, who's in the chat. Anyone who doesn't know Jima, she's a streamer on Twitch, puzzle related content, and there has been a documentary made about her, which is super inspiring, yeah, super insightful, and it's been launched in America. I haven't been able to see it yet, but if you are in America and you have access to go to see the documentary at a theater, check it out. Looks like it's going to be one of the really exciting personal story type movies of the year.
Yeah, if I understand correctly, then they've launched now a short that they are showing at the festivals. at the moment everywhere. And then once they get the funding to make the whole movie, they're gonna actually make it a full-length documentary. Maybe Jima can correct me in the chat if I got that right. But and the makers of the documentary also have a podcast. I just wanted to mention it as well, since we're talking about podcast, puzzle-related podcast, and I think it's called the Puzzle People Pod, or the Puzzle People Podcast, and you can find it on Spotify.
Yeah, so check it out if you can. We have with us today Carla from Germany, Catherine from USA with her cat Poppy making an appearance. We also have Christina from Denmark, Kieran from Ireland, Connie from the Netherlands, and Daniela from the Netherlands. But yeah, looking all quite similar at this stage, but yeah, everyone's doing really well. So feeling very optimistic about the progress of today's participants.
The cat was being a bit mischievous and tried to like kick off a piece. I feel like everybody who's puzzling with cats in their space should get like a 1 minute bonus or something, or like a 1 minute less at the end.
Yeah, and we just had Carla on before, but she was looking really good. She had multiple little sections done, kind of floating around. Okay, we also have Daria, a previous EJJ winner from last week, with us today. She's from Denmark. We have Dietmar from Germany, Dora from Switzerland, Alina from Latvia, Liska from Czechia, and Eva from Germany. So I think my style was quite similar to Alina. She's done most of the little sections. I can't even remember if I did the border early on. I don't think I did. I think I just tried to do each colorful section first, and then before I tackled the blues and greens, I think that's when I did the border. But I can relate a lot to Alina's style with a little bit of pick and place, like here's a section and then that's roughly where it belongs, and then that kind of connects to that one there.
Yeah, it looks a little bit more chaotic compared to some other people that we've seen where the border is already in place and like everything's attached. But if we look, for example, at Eva's one at the bottom, she has the puzzle kind of separated in like
fragmented.
Yeah, like a version like a part of it at the top, a part of it at the bottom, and then like all the blue pieces just in the middle.
I kind of just want to push those blue pieces out of the way.
At some point she might have to. I hope they're not going to be in the way. Yeah, puzzle piece management is something that everyone has like their own style, and sometimes I'm wondering like how people can do it. I need to have all my loose pieces just in one spot and then pick from it. And but for other people, they just love to see them like right where they are, which makes sense as well. Less back and forth.
Yeah, so we also have Philippa from Portugal, Fleur from the Netherlands, Fatini from Cyprus, Fruji from Hungary. So Fruji is making great progress there. I mean, we can see pretty much most of the sections anchored to the border. Yeah, looking really solid there, Fruji. We also have Gabriella from Romania and Hannah from the US, and Hannah's got some of her party decorations still up with the EJJ wrapping paper, looking very nice there.
Yeah, that's amazing to see the progress. We are about 26-ish, just under 26 minutes at the moment. So just to give people who are puzzling kind of an idea of how far along we are. I feel like for that time, people are very advanced in their puzzle and the stages of puzzling that they are in. Yeah, Fruji is doing really well. Yeah, people are just puzzling along and making great progress.
Yeah, so I'm switching up the screens again, and we're getting a sight of Jagoda. Jagoda is from Poland, and yeah, has been performing really well in the online competitions. So exciting to see how she's getting on. I mean, basically, she's done all the sections, all the photos, and has even done the island part in the middle. So not the map yet, but just like this, the sandy beach with the palm trees. So she's only got water and the map left to do. So moving ahead really fast there. We also have on screen Inga from Lithuania, Irma from Switzerland, Janine from Germany, Jenny from Finland, and Jenny from which Jenny is that? I think it's another Jenny from the Netherlands.
Yeah, the name suggests either Netherlands or Belgium.
Yeah, but Inga's also coming really together well. It's we're really going to see like so closing in from the outside towards the middle. Still haven't found anyone who started with a map yet.
No, I feel like people are going to end with that, or maybe a second to end it with it. I don't know. I mean, Jagoda has been working on that white sand part that you said you finished with. So maybe there we'll see a finish with the map.
Yeah, so I'll get back to Jagoda soon. I think we have some minutes. I mean, it's only 27 minutes, so we'll get back to her in a few minutes, but looking fantastic. So here up on the top left, we have Jessica from USA, then Jessica from Germany, then Jessica from Sweden. So then we have the Joanna from Switzerland, Joanna from Poland, and Joanna from bottom left from Switzerland, and then Johanna from Germany, and then Judith from Germany.
Yeah, 3 Jessicas and all with the same writing. You guys should also have a club, a Jessica club.
Jessica Speed Puzzle Club.
Yes.
Yeah, looking really good there. Yeah, Judith also has a really solid foundation there with the frame and the main photos done.
Yeah, people are racing towards the end, and it looks like Jessica Henderson is working on the map. At least she has like the top part of the map. She's working on the writing at the bottom of the map. So we finally see someone working on the map.
Katrin Stali, your screen. Oh no, hang on, let's try that. Maybe it's a second screen. Yes, now I see you, Katrin. Okay, then we have Jukka from Finland, Karel from the Netherlands, Karin from USA, Katrin from Switzerland, Kirsten from Germany, and Kim from the Netherlands. And yeah, Karel is also looking really strong there. Also only got the main beach and the map to finish. But yeah, you see just a big pile of blues, but whittling down, doing a great job there.
Yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, really, people really are closing in from the outside towards the middle, which is not unexpected to see. We have also Katrin Steli, who is. It looks like she's kind of working like from the right side of the image and like working her way like towards the left of it. Like everything on the right side is pretty much done. And I just have to say, I love Yuka's top view like this. I always wonder, how do people do it to film like that and not have their like head in the image all the time? Because when I puzzle, I tend to like lean over, which is why I never put my camera like that. So I'm looking for tips on how to set up my camera better.
Yeah, so I started at N, so I really want to make it to M before we have to finish. I mean, we're at 30 minutes, but I think in the next 10 minutes for sure. We're going to see some finishes, maybe even sub 40, but yeah, it really depends how long people take on that blue sky. Oh, look, we have somebody who started with a map. Yay. Okay, we have on screen Leah from Denmark. Then we have Letizia from Switzerland, Lena from Lithuania, Linda from the Netherlands, Lynn from Germany, and Lisa from Germany. And we can see on Lynn's puzzle that she's already done the map. Yeah, there's the island. Well, when she moves ahead, we can see. There we go. There's the island.
Yeah.
It's not complete, but she's really got the main structure of it there in place.
Yes, she does. And I don't want to rush you even more, but I see that Jagoda is very close to finishing already. So might be good to keep an eye on that puzzle. They still have to finish the map, but that's like the only thing that is still needs to be finished.
To be honest, I'm surprised that she's even in this group because I know she's been really fast before. So I was surprised that she's even in the 50 plus club because I know maybe she's just done really well at hard puzzles in the past. Okay, now I've lost my place where I was.
Else.
Okay, just really quickly, we have Magdalena from Poland, Maya from Finland, Mandy from the Netherlands, and Maria from Slovakia. I'm going to keep moving because we're almost there. Can I be faster than Jagoda's hands? The last one is Marie. There we go, Marie from Norway. And yeah, so Jagoda does have some pieces on her table, on her surface, so that is why it looks less. But let's see who else could be in the running. Anyone behind Jagoda?
Fruji is also doing really, really well, but she still has to fill in more pieces at the top. But Jagoda is coming into the close. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 7 or 8 pieces left, and she's just like slotting them in and putting one in, and only 2 more pieces to go. And the last piece, and she's done. Oh my god.
Ooh.
34-ish.
Struggling to get that done message.
Minutes.
Yay, yes. Done.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jagoda. Oh, amazing time.
That I did not expect a time under 40. Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're always happy when, as Jim says in the chat, we're always happy when somebody graduates the 50-minute club. Of course, that's the goal. We want all of you to improve on your times, and it's you can be proud of yourselves when you move out of that 50 plus club into the sub 50. Yes, and of course, if you have already bought puzzles and for the 50 plus club, and then you happen in the meantime to then get your 6 attempts under 50 minutes, then of course you're still allowed to finish those ones, but then you cannot then purchase the next round of puzzles. So looking really great here. Stephanie K just got the map and a little section of white sky to do a little strip. Actually looking very similar to Carol at this stage. Yeah, looking almost identical. Fruji's working on the map, and yeah, then also Tammy has a very similar looking hole. Okay. Wow, but yeah, I'm still amazed, like 33 minutes. So yeah, so photos must definitely be her strong point. Or perhaps she's done this one before, who knows?
Yeah, that's possible. If you're still here and you have done it before, maybe let us know in the comments, or if you're over on YouTube, you can also let us know. Well, that shattered everyone's guesstimates for winning time.
Yeah, no, that's totally unexpected. Okay, I'm just checking in on some others who might be in the running. So V's is coming in a little bit behind this front group here, also closing in on that map. And I hear that Steffi D also is making good progress. Yes, also at a similar stage. So I feel like the next group, well, the next finishers will probably come all very close together, where there might be multiple people at the same stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always find it so interesting to see like the level of puzzlers and how close they often manage to be together, especially in the top 10. But I think this time we'll have a little bit of a larger gap between first and second than usual. But I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised if the first person finishes in 34 minutes. I would guess by looking at how far the other people are that we're probably going to be closer to what people were initially guessing for time. So we're probably going to be closer to the 40-minute mark. And I mean, that is also really amazing, especially for this group of people who, let me remind you, this is a 50+ club. So here are only people that have not managed to finish a puzzle when they are doing it for the first time in under 50 minutes for more than 6 times. So yeah, we have to keep that in mind when we're looking at the times for this, that I mean, anyone who's doing a time under 50 is amazing, and even more so for this specific group of puzzlers. And I think we're going to have more finishers under 50, looking at how...
Yagoda just wrote in the chat that this is her first Nathan puzzle. So makes it even more of a sweeter win there. Congrats, Yagoda, on that one.
Yeah, really well done. So Fruji has decided to finish the map and then do all the lighter colored pieces afterwards, whereas Stephanie K has decided the other way around. So she has finished all the lighter colored pieces and is gonna finish with the map. So we're gonna see which one's faster, because Fruji just finished the map, and I think Steffi has finished the lighter pieces and is working on the map now as well.
Oh,
Carol,
I think Fruji can do it because the sky should be easier than their map. And if I compare like Fruji and Carol's progress, like, I don't know, when you have a big block, it's harder to work down towards the middle than if you just have like a strip, because she has like information on both sides from the piece shape. Yeah, go Fruji.
I wonder about the amount of pieces though. It looks like, well, it looks like a similar amount actually. All the whitish pieces together.
Yeah, Steffi has her pieces on her puzzle.
Yeah.
But she's going at it like crazy. You can see him trying in all those places and then putting it back, grabbing another one. This is where these little white boards, these Zacco boards, come in handy, also known as Andrea's emotional support boards, because then you can place it on the completed part, and instead of having blue pieces on the blue puzzle, you can then put it on a white background and more easily see. You can place it, check the shape, and put it back in there. And we can see a lot of the Americans using that for their finishes, and I've also started to employ that strategy too at the end, because you want to have your pieces close to it. You don't want to be pulling from the side and then trying it and then trying to put it back again. And so we can see people putting it on the puzzle and getting a bit confused. And have I picked that one up? I don't know. Like, should I put it here? There's no, it's not in rows. I'm getting a bit stressed watching.
Yeah, for me personally, it's a no-no to put puzzles on puzzle pieces on the puzzles. It like overwhelms me, and I can't see anything anymore. Astrid is asking, does Michelle choose faster puzzles for the 50 plus club? No, she does not.
Well, I do now. After that bad
now, yes.
after that bad experience with the flowers, I was like, never again. That gave me too many sleepless nights. Okay, so last pieces for Steffi K and Fruji. Less than 10. Who can do it?
Yeah, Fruji has like 2 pieces left. And Stephanie, maybe 5.
Yay! Go Fruji! Yay!
Well done.
And now Fruji's out of the 50 plus club. 41 minutes. That's amazing. Yay! That's awesome. All right. And look, we've got other people. Stephanie K just moments behind.
Well done, Steffi.
Yay! And Steffi and Fruji are actually peers partners on the EJJ. So close. So evenly matched on this one. Great job there. Oh, and Daria's also
amazing. I'm really amazed by everyone.
But yes, I did think this would be a fast one, so I did choose this one for the 50 plus club. I thought everybody would have a really good chance of finishing this one, and I'd really love to see everybody finish this.
If you keep giving 2 easy puzzles for the 50 plus club, then soon there won't be anyone in the 50 plus club.
But here comes Tammy. Tammy with the last 5 pieces. Go,
Let's
Tammy.
Go.
Oh, Carol gets in there, and now Tammy's gonna jump into the top 6. Well done, Carol.
Good job.
Yay, great time. 42 minutes. This is what we want. These are times that you would expect from a regular puzzle competition with the fast people, you know, like,
yeah,
these are fantastic times. Okay, so we've got Steffi D coming on the close, Cameron, Stein, Daria, also Katrin Stali is coming in hot, and Simona. Okay, now it's getting really busy. Now all the messages are flying in of who's getting close. And Simona, okay, so working on that map.
Yeah, it's going to be very hectic now. I'm already apologizing if we are missing anyone's finish, especially if you're all so good that you all come in at the same time. It's very hectic, and everyone is racing. Yeah, Emilia says, I think people are making new personal records today. I think so too. If you made a personal record, let us know. So yeah, we have, oh my God.
Cameron, press done, yes. Cameron makes it into the top 6. 43 minutes. This is incredible. Who says this is the 50 plus club? You're all kicking yourselves out tonight. If you weren't there already. All right. Yeah, Cameron, if you have a missing piece, send us a photo, please, and we'll try to find it for you. All right, looking good here. Simona and Stein, last pieces. Vise is also on the map. Daria starting on the island map. Okay. And Simona takes 6th place. Congrats.
Simona, congratulations. Yeah, and I'm just looking at the on my computer, like on the main view, and I just see so many people closing in on the middle and working on these lighter pieces and on the map. So I think the finishers are just gonna keep coming in. Stein, done. Well, good job. You're 8th. I'm really impressed with that. 8th. We are at 45 minutes.
Oh, maybe we could get like maybe there would be even like 30 people under an hour, or maybe even more. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Let's go, everyone. Let's make this like the record-breaking EJJ. Yeah, see, Eva is using the technique that you were saying before. Arkadiusz, well done.
Oh, Arkadiusz slipped in there. Let me find him.
Where she places the pieces on a little white piece of paper, and then pushes the piece of paper close to where it needs to be, and then working off the paper. I think that's a really smart idea. Yeah, Arkadiusz just finished 9th, and he says that it is his personal best for first time doing a puzzle. Steffi D, congratulations! And that's our top 10.
Yeah, so this is really great times here in the live meeting. Just a reminder, we do also have some offline times to be combined with later. But yeah, definitely would like to chat with the top 3 in the call tonight if they wrote yes for an interview. We've also had 2 people finish in the flex meeting, Lisa and Yona, but just in the last minute. And Akadia says it's his personal best, and Steffi D says it's her personal best as well. So this is an amazing puzzle. Keep going,
yeah,
everyone.
There were just a couple of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishes just rolling in from our live meeting here. So Inga S finished, Mandy finished, Wies finished, Katrin Stehli finished, and Elena also finished, all within 1.5 minutes. And Smilla just finished as well.
And I just saw that Taya is doing really well. I think this is also going to be a really good time, probably a personal best for Taya as well. Looking really strong there. This is so exciting.
And we're still under the 50 minutes. I can't stress that enough.
Oh, well done.
Daria just finished.
You know, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day of the placement, because there is 130 people, 30-ish, 120, 130 people doing this puzzle. So yeah, just focus on your time and your achievement, and you know, because it might be that this is a personal best for a lot of people, so your placement might be a bit further down, but you know, hopefully you can appreciate your time. And yeah. Oh yeah, there's just so many people finishing here. Susanna's on her last 15 pieces. Maria Rusnakova also like a dozen pieces left. It's just flying right now. Yeah, so all of you who have finished, if you're not staying for an interview, we'll get to the interviews in a moment. But if you're not staying for an interview, yeah, please hop over to YouTube and yeah, leave a message. We'd love to know what you thought of the puzzle. So I saw that Yagoda is not being interviewed.
No, I'm just trying to track everyone down. See.
Yes.
I don't know if Rugis can, but Steffi K also says no to the interview.
Okay. Is there anybody who's finished who would like to have a chat and tell us about the puzzle? So the top 3. So the top 3 in the meeting, at least, are not staying.
All right, Frushi can. Frushi can come.
Okay, Frushi.
Yeah. I'm just amazed at like how many people are still just like the finishes are still just coming and coming and coming. There's like no break.
I'm just like, as soon as I look at someone, it's like they're finished.
Yeah.
I don't even know who to put on the screen. Oh look, BB's done. I mean, we're up to like maybe just already over 20 people. We just had in the last minutes finished Bibi, Beth, Catherine, Maria, Eva. Looks. We're already at 50 minutes. This is just where people should be finishing now.
Yeah.
We already had like 25 finishes. Oh, fantastic. Okay, I need to put some people on the screen. Frigi, if you're there, you can turn your mic on.
Hello.
Hello, congratulations.
Thank you. That's something I didn't expect. Oh,
But
Yeah.
you were flying through this puzzle. Tell us, like, what were your thoughts? What was your strategy?
oh my God. This is my type of puzzle. So I was pretty happy when I opened it. I haven't had my type of puzzle in a competition in I think months. So I was really happy because I love these kinds of montages. Yeah, what was my strategy? I pretty much started with the yellow house, then I went onto the birds. In the meantime, I was like throwing in the edge pieces, and then yeah, I went picture by picture, kind of. So it was like, yeah, yellow house, the birds, the fruits, the sheets, and then the spices, the house with the thing. So like I went from the outside in. And then obviously, like I tried to push away the gradient for as long as possible because I was like, no, you're going to lose so much time with the gradient. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I left that for the very end. But like luckily there were only like 5-6 pieces that were just pure gradient with nothing on, like, you know, like the little, very little corner, like at least something that helps you to put it to where it belongs. Yeah. So it was a rush. It was nice. I'm not sure what my time was.
Let me have a look. So our first finisher was at 34 kind of minutes, and you were at 41 minutes.
Yay!
I don't know the exact time, but that's
That's already fine.
what I wrote down.
It's
that's
not a personal best, but very close to it. So it's yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
think we started late because I know we were still unwrapping at 7 o'clock. So maybe even 1 or 2 minutes less.
Okay. Cool.
Well, yeah, if I'm just looking at the timestamp, it says that your timestamp was 43 minutes, but maybe, yeah, less than that. But yeah, whatever it is, it's a great day.
Yeah, finally. It's very nice. It's also a nice way to like get out of the 50 plus club because like I have been out of it. So like I purchased this puzzle still when I was qualified to participate. And then, yeah, I think the last 2 first attempts I did afterwards. So like this is my last 50 plus, and what a nice way to finish. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what was your other puzzle that you had like an even better time with for your first try?
For a very long time, it was the Cherry Padsy Krakow, which was also like 42 something minutes. And then recently, obviously, the Inside Out puzzle. Like Michelle lent it to me the other, like about 2 weeks ago, I think, a week ago, I can't remember. So she lent it to me and then I could do it. And that was like 41 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I see people do that all over the place, and everyone's like trying it and getting amazing times with it.
Yes, because it's lovely.
Yeah.
Like, I love the movie itself, but also it's just as a puzzle, it has everything that helps you to be fast. So it's a nice puzzle.
Yeah, that's really cool. And congratulations again, like on your second place. Tell me, did you answer the question? Because I don't see you in the...
I think I might have filled out the wrong sheet because I can't remember saying yes to an interview and I can't remember answering the question. So I might have actually sent in my participation for the flex.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So actually, I haven't even seen the question.
Well, the question was about any licensed puzzles. So whether it's like from a TV show or from a series or from anything else, popular media, how, if you like them or if you don't like them, and if yes, why?
Oh, I'm a complete sucker for them. I collect them very much. So like obviously like anything Disney, I pile them up. Star Wars, anything Star Wars. Like I have just seen I have finished the second season of Andor just now, and a couple of days ago, and I'm still under the impression of it. So like I can't wait to have like an Andor puzzle. Like I really like Star Wars. I also like, it's in the apartment. I did the challenge puzzle with the stormtroopers, the 1,000-piece old stormtroopers and one Darth Vader, which took mostly me, but also my husband, like about a month to finish, which was hard.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Stranger Things. I have one. Just today, I found, and I had to go out shopping, and I saw a €1 puzzle for sale in one of these discount shops, and it was actually the same picture as what was used in an EJJ. I think one of the first competitions, the Friends one, and I can never miss the Friends puzzle either. So like I pick any of these up. So licensed puzzles are my go-to.
Yeah, so you also like actually collect them, or like when you go seek them out in the store, or you just like, if you stumble upon them, you get them?
Nah, I'm a complete impulse buyer, unfortunately. So like I don't. There is now a purpose to it that I don't seek them out, because then it would be chaos. But any time that I see one, I most probably can't resist. So it's, yeah, I love them. I collect many of them, and like very often when like especially 1,000-piece ones or even larger now. So like 2,000 or something like that, and then I either, as I'm doing it, then I'm watching the whatever it is related to, or listening to it or something about it, so that I get like completely into the mood.
Yeah, so you can like combine your love of the show or the thing, whatever it is, like with your love of puzzling.
Yes, like just recently, when I was in Hungary, from Nora from Puzzle Garden, who did the Budapest EJJ puzzle, I bought from her a 1,500-piece Harry Potter puzzle that is still waiting for me to finish it. I just never got around to it, so I haven't even started it yet. That's like 1,500 pieces, and it's all the book covers on it. So that's also
Right. That's a nice image for a Harry Potter puzzle.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly.
I've seen one going around which is just like the family tree. And,
oh yeah.
I mean, it's cool to have if you're really into Harry Potter, but it's a terrible puzzle. I mean, it's just like branches with names on them, and it's huge. I think it's a 3,000 or 4,000-piece puzzle.
I think it's 2,000, but it's a panorama, so it would never fit on the table. And I think Lenka is doing it now. I have seen it on Instagram, and like, yeah, that's a challenge, and I'm not sure I would want to actually do it unless I wanted to put it on the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the perfect puzzles to like listen to an audiobook with, especially Harry Potter. Like I listen to it very often whenever. So like I just put them on and listen to it for like whichever part, because I love listening to Stephen Fry in the audiobook, because it's very, very entertaining. And just the book itself is also nice.
Yeah. So you definitely are combining these things. Do you also listen to those things when you just do a normal puzzle, or are you listening to other stuff?
I always listen to something when I puzzle. Like I can't stay in silence. That's also why I talk so much. So like, I can't exist in silence, so I always have to have something running in the background. I listen to a lot of audiobooks for like relaxed puzzles and everything, but for speed puzzling, for example, I can't listen to anything. I listen to white noise, because music irritates me, and if it's anything running in the background, then I focus on that. So it's been white noise, and it has been doing magic.
Yeah. So is it like a specific white noise? Is it just like the like shh, or is it like waves or?
No, it's the shh.
Okay.
There's one white noise that I have found on YouTube because, well, once you go down the rabbit hole of white noise on YouTube,
Yes.
there are some versions that have like a little jump in the sound every time they end, like they reach the end of the track. So like it's maybe like 2 minutes long or something, and then it like clicks once and then it goes on, even though it's like a 3-hour long recording of it. So that's very, very irritating.
Mhm.
But yeah, I have found the one white noise that I have been listening to for half a year at least for every speed puzzle round, and it's quite nice.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I never thought of trying white noise.
The main reason is that I have tried listening to music, and like I can't tolerate music. Like it irritates me way too much because I want to keep skipping songs if I have heard them too many times. So like what a lot of people are doing, that they have like a set soundtrack for every single time, and they know how much time has passed because they know the song so well. Like that I couldn't do. I would go completely mental.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried listening to music, but then I'm just like singing along. And so I was thinking maybe I need to listen just to like techno or something, like something, like hard, like that goes fast. But I haven't found anything that's like gets me in the zone. So I just tend to listen to like podcasts, but
yeah, well, for relaxed puzzling, it's everything goes. It's podcasts. I listen to, well, unfortunately, a lot of politics, so like political podcasts, and yeah, like pretty much anything that I can find. I have been completely going crazy over Taskmaster, for example, which is a UK show, and I just love it. And that I have been playing. Like, yeah, that's a show that you have to watch, but like that has been playing while I was puzzling, and yeah, that's a hilarious show. I can very much recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, I recently also got into Taskmaster. I think there's something happening with the algorithm on YouTube that it's like it knows that I like puzzles and like things, where people figure stuff out. So like Taskmaster is like a good combination of those things, right? Because you have to like figure out like creative ways to solve like the problem that they are giving, and it's very entertaining.
It's hilarious. Like for whoever doesn't know what Taskmaster is, first of all, you have to look it up and take a look. Second of all, what they do is it's a BBC show, and they get comedians, 5 of them, to do like stupid tasks. I mean, that's the entire show, and they get points for it, and they compete to like, yeah, to win the head of the host, which is like a little statue. But it's hilarious. I can very much recommend it to everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's all just for fun. It's like you don't really win anything.
No, the whole thing is a joke.
Yeah,
it's great. There's just, especially because I love some of the comedians that are in it. Like I could watch them just look at paint dry, and then they would be funny. So like.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the moment where they are going to have a task that is like finish the jigsaw puzzle. And
there was actually a task for the puzzle. They had jigsaw puzzles once. Yes, I think it was a team task. So yes, there has been jigsaw puzzles in there, and all of them were very slow.
All right. Do you have any other recommendations for people, or any other like tips? I mean, just let me just come back for a second to like all of the amazing competitors today. We have like 61, 62, 63, 65, 4. We have 64 finishes. We are at like 1 hour and 5 minutes, which is amazing. There were about 80 people in the meeting, I think a little bit less than 80 people. So I have high confidence that we're all going to finish this puzzle today. I mean, is it possible? Will this be like a EJJ first, that everybody finishes the puzzle?
I don't think it's the first time.
But it's only happened like twice before. But
67.
we're up to 70, EJJ 70, so it is a rare occurrence. and not with this many people. I mean, the other ones, it was just in the live call, but so far we haven't had any people in the offline times who had to count pieces. And so far in the flex meeting, there's like 5 people left in the flex meeting, 13 people have already finished. So I think I'm feeling really optimistic about, a good time today, because we have about 25 people still puzzling and we have 55 minutes left. So go, 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 everybody.
Yeah, it is so good to see like a puzzle that everyone look, even if they don't enjoy it, they can be fast on it. Like, just if you look at like the screens of everybody, it's everyone is making such good progress. It's good to see.
Yeah, I mean, I almost venture to say that maybe everybody's going to finish before the 90-minute mark.
That could happen.
Maybe. I'm hoping. Let's go. Everyone, give your best. Let's try it. All right, Fruji, thanks for chatting with me, with us. And oh yeah, maybe plug your event from this weekend again, and then tell us, can we watch it somewhere?
Actually, we're not going to have a live stream this time, because like it's mostly me and my husband doing it. So, so we are the organizing team, and we do have helpers who are going to help us out like on the spot, but I just didn't have the capacity to get someone to live stream. Also, the venue is not really that big, so it wouldn't really fit in there, but the results are going to be online. So yeah, I've got some really, really cool puzzles. They're already at the venue. I delivered them there today. So they're already in a different house than I am. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what people are going to think about it. And like, I really, really hope that like, I introduced the beginner category where people have to complete a 300-piece puzzle in 75 minutes, and I'm really hoping that that's going to be enough time for everyone to finish, because that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really cool that you have a beginner category, also making it easier for people to like get their feet wet in the speed puzzling arena. And did I understand correctly that also children can participate in that category?
Yeah, as far as I know, there's also going to be a child, but I actually from the website I can't see how old people are, so I might be surprised there might be more children. But yeah, it is in theory open to children as well. There has been a children's championship or competition, I'm not sure, in Germany recently. I'm not exactly sure where it was, but like that has also been happening already, which I think is pretty cool. So hopefully there's going to be more.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right. Well, I'll see you this weekend at your event. So
Yes.
yeah, see you soon.
See you
Thanks,
all this
Fruji.
weekend.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Oh, everyone is just doing so fantastic. This is just so exciting. And we're having great comments in the chat that people really, really enjoyed the puzzle, and that they're getting closer to getting kicked out of the 50+ club. So, I mean, it's amazing. It's 1 hour and 9 minutes. And yeah, my screen is getting a bit thin, bit on the slim side here. But no, everyone's doing great. Love seeing these puzzles come together.
Yeah, everybody's doing really, really good. And I'm also just going to have a quick look at the chat, because I'm always so distracted when I'm talking to one of our finishers that I totally lose sight of everything else that's going on. Yeah, personal best ones. And Craft Chopper is one fast puzzle away from being kicked out of the 60+ club. Okay. Beth was 7 seconds faster. It would have been under the 50-minute mark. Okay, then you're just not out of the 50+ club.
So Matt says he's done it 6 times. But you weren't here today, Matt. You got to be in to win. Yeah, so Cameron said that he's done this puzzle before. What was that? This was great. I had done it before in the past, not my first time under 50, but by far my fastest online puzzle by 14 minutes. Wow. So best time in a competition by 14 minutes. And he found the missing piece. Okay, great.
Yeah, often these missing pieces are like in the box or still in the bag or somewhere on the floor. And for some reason, this always happens to me when I'm in a competition. When I just do casual puzzling, I never lose a piece. And then when I'm in an EJJ or at a competition, I seem to always lose a piece.
Yeah, congrats, Hannah. Great job. I've got to check in on Karen. Unfortunately, we don't have such a good angle of her table, but we can see, yeah, she's closing in on the map there. And yeah, got about 20 pieces left. Anna Ruritz also, yeah, just got the edges of the island to do and the sky. And Marie closing in about maybe 10 pieces of blue left.
Yeah.
And Jessica and Amanda also got the finish line in sight. Keep going. That looks great. So yeah, so now we can have a chat with our guest for tonight, Rachel Lund from Denmark. You can turn your camera on and yeah, start by telling us what you thought of the puzzle. Oh.
Yes, that's the correct way. Hi.
Yeah, the puzzle was awesome. I'm not normally a fan of the photo ones, but there was so many different colors and things you could go after that it was actually, it was good. Yeah. And I think that was my personal best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it
really
seems to
good
be a
song.
really fast one for a lot of the puzzlers.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more maybe about your strategy. You said you did you have trouble picking what you were going to go with first, or
Usually I take the edge first, but I decided to try a different method today. So I didn't take the edge, which went completely against my normal puzzling, but I just focused on flipping all the pieces as quick as possible and then picked out particular colors. I started with the yellow and the fruit, and then I took like the spice baskets and the blanket up in the top. The birds up in the top right were really easy to find as well. And then I sort of focused on the rest, and I found all the words as well. I took the words quite early, placed them where they needed to be, and then just filled in all the gaps.
Yeah, solid strategy. I feel like a lot of people had very similar, yeah, maybe not everybody did the order the same, but yeah, kind of building just from the outside in. So I asked you today for an interview because I really liked your answer to the question. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to read it out. You said, well, for anyone, just let me remind you, the question was about whether you like to have puzzles that have any type of licensing on them. Whether we like them or whether you don't like them. And you said you've had phases, I'm just going to read it. I've had phases where I've done puzzles of Winnie the Pooh and Wallace and Gromit. I also like to collect puzzles from specific brands. And then you said your favorites are like Truffle and Schmidt. And you have a collection of funny cities and Haribo puzzles. So I was wondering, what are Haribo puzzles?
Haribo is a candy that you can get here in Denmark and down in Germany as well, I believe. Mm-hmm. I have 3 different Haribo ones. One of them's really easy. The candy is laid out in like a rainbow of colors. I have one that very nearly got thrown out the window because it was so hard, but I did complete it. Took me several weeks. And I have one that I haven't attempted yet because the difficult one kind of put me off.
Was it like is it like labeled as an impossible puzzle?
No, it's not. No, but I have done some of those sort of impossible puzzles. I do like a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done ones that are double-sided and ones that are double-sided and rotated, and yeah, I think they're good fun, but they're not for speed puzzling.
And these Winnie the Pooh and Wallace and Gromit puzzles that you're talking about, do you have some? Like, could you show us?
I have one Winnie the Pooh one now, but I've just taken that to work because we puzzle in our breaks.
Oh, okay.
I did have a huge collection of Winnie the Pooh puzzles. I had particularly lots of the photo mosaic ones where there was loads and loads of tiny pictures of
Oh yeah.
Tigger, for example, that made up a big picture of Tigger. I had a lot of those. I was completely mad about Eeyore as a child. So anything Eeyore I collected. Didn't have to be puzzles. It could be teddies and mugs, key rings, posters, anything. But yeah, I definitely had a good collection of the puzzles. But when I moved from England to Denmark, I couldn't bring everything with me. So I had to sell a lot of them off. But there was just the one Winnie the Pooh one I took with me.
And so you kind of already answered the next question I had was you just like to collect things in general of specific
if a theme kind of catches my interest, then yeah, I do tend to collect a lot of it. I try not to because I don't want to be a hoarder. I've had moments where I've thought, why have I got all this stuff? But yeah, I do get caught up in, especially Disney. I do like Disney. So yeah.
So right now your biggest collection would be Disney puzzles?
Actually, no. I think I have a big collection of Ravensburger puzzles, but collection-wise, I have some of the funny cities from, I think it was Treffel. They made some of the capital cities or different cities with cats or dogs or cakes, and yeah, I thought they were really fun. And I tend to, because obviously I live in Denmark now, if I find a puzzle that's usually of London, not that I come from London, but if it's a London bus or a post box or a telephone box or something, or London Bridge, then I have to have it. So I have a good collection of London puzzles, and obviously of Denmark as well. I've got a few Denmark puzzles, different places I've been, and yeah, I kind of like collecting those because I have a connection to them. So
yeah, that's really nice. That's also they make all of these things that that people can collect. So what would you say, do you prefer to do a puzzle of something that you're really familiar with in a competition, or do you prefer to get like a complete like surprise?
I do love the surprise element. I love the anticipation of opening the wrapping paper and seeing what we've got. And like I said, I'm not particularly into the photo ones, but this one, I didn't think, oh no. Yeah, so I don't know. I do like the anticipation and the surprise element of it, and that you can't prepare yourself. I like that.
Yeah, that's, I think, one of the main attraction, or like one of the things that I also really enjoy about the Euro Jigsaw Jam is that you get this like little present, and then it's like waiting for you at home. It's kind of like anticipation for Christmas, and then you just like unwrap it, and then you
I have a few here on the table waiting. So yeah.
Yeah. So how many Euro Jigsaw Jams have you participated in so far?
Ooh. Well, I was first introduced to speed puzzling by my friend Christina. She's still puzzling now, and I'm watching her as I'm chatting to you.
Oh, she's like so close to being
She's so
done.
she's
close.
so close to finishing.
Do you want to send a message to Christina?
Go, Christina!
This is really
Um,
exciting because I know that Christina is often towards the back of the placements and sometimes
Yeah.
doesn't finish, but this is really really exciting.
Yeah,
Good job, Christina. You got this.
she's doing a good job. Like you said, she likes to be in under the 2 hours, and she's in under the 90 minutes today, which is awesome.
Yeah,
1 hour
congrats.
20. Go, Christina.
And we live close to each other as well, so we try and get together and do puzzling and stuff. But yeah. Now I've forgotten what the question was.
Oh, me too. It doesn't.
But I like that you
It's
mentioned
fine.
Christina. Can you tell us how she was into puzzling first, and then how did she draw you in?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Our husbands are actually friends, and we got together one evening, and Christina was doing a speed puzzle, and I was a bit confused. I was like, speed puzzling, what's that? And she couldn't come out and join us because she was doing this speed puzzle, and I was confused because you can just walk away from a puzzle, but not a speed puzzle. So I had to hear all about it because I've done puzzles since I was really young. I have good memories of sitting over from my mum doing puzzles and helping my great grandmother do puzzles, and it's always been a big part of our lives. But when she told me about the speed puzzling, I was like, I need to look at that, and that was back in November. And I tried to order some, and they sold out within like 2 seconds. So the next time I tried, I managed to get 2, and I did a pairs competition with Christina as well. And then, you changed the settings in the shop where we had the 30 minutes to complete the purchase. And all of a sudden I could get loads. So I have quite often a large stack waiting to be done, which is awesome.
Oh,
So
and
I'm-
that's a good segue to say, by the way, everyone, don't forget at 9:30 tonight, the next mystery puzzles go on sale.
I have my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I met Christina, was through our husbands. They also have a common hobby, so we can quite often get together as a foursome and indulge ourselves in our different hobbies and
Nice.
drink coffee and eat cake.
And what's their hobby, may I ask?
Our husbands, they build plastic models, like tanks and lorries and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's cool. That's both that you both found like somebody who can enjoy the nerdiness of that.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we have a good laugh as well, which is always nice.
It's also really impressive that you only found out about speed puzzling like 6 months ago.
Yeah, when she told me about it, I was like, I don't even know if I can do a 500 piece in 2 hours. So I had to go and buy one to try.
Mhm.
Because as I said, I sold most of my puzzles off. So I went and bought a 500 piece Ravensburger, and I set a timer, and I just didn't know how to attack it, but I just went for it, and I was 3 minutes under the hour, and I was the 2 hours. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. And then it just kind of spiraled from there, and I'm absolutely hooked on it. I did the Danish puzzle race on Tuesday, and then last night I did puzzle training, and then tonight obviously puzzling again. So yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, what's interesting about speed puzzling as a hobby is that the longer you do it, the less time you actually need for your hobby.
I can see that I'm getting quicker and quicker. I now have, I think, 4 times under the hour, which was my first kind of big goal, was to get under the hour. And I came so close so many times, and I was getting frustrated. But then all of a sudden I came in under the 2 hour, under the hour, and I thought, I can do this. So my next goal is to be kicked out of the 50 plus club.
Well, you did beat
Well,
me in an online competition the other day.
I did. I was
yes.
so happy. You're quick.
Well, not with that type of puzzle. So for those who don't know, there are also online competitions in Denmark. And thankfully, Freya allows me to participate, so I can also be in some online competitions. And we had a puzzle with a really light gradient from top to bottom. It was like, what, more pink at the bottom and more yellow at the top. But like the middle was just like beige, orange with like a hint of pink. And there were false fits. And so it was basically just going, okay, trying this one, boom, 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 boom. Okay, try another one like this. And it was basically just a test of endurance, like just don't give up. And yeah, I thought I would do better on that one because I had memories of like the Jukari puzzle with the bird flowers where I was like, okay, just gotta keep up this this momentum. But quite a few people got in there before me, and one of them was you. So
I was so surprised that I came in before you because I really thought you'd be one of the first finished. But yeah, it was a tricky puzzle. It looked a lot easier than it was. And you're right, the gradient in the middle was not very easy to differentiate the different colors. But I have now actually received my missing piece from Freya, so I have a complete puzzle.
Yeah, great. Yeah, and that was also crazy. Like I think 18 out of 20 participants had missing or extra pieces.
I had both. I had 2 extra and 1 missing.
I had 1 extra piece.
Yeah, and it's amazing how much time you waste trying to put those extra pieces in.
Yeah, I haven't had an extra piece before. I've had a missing piece before. Yeah. Oh, I just want to point out, Auntie is going to finish soon. Just got like, less than 10 pieces left of the sea. And yeah, sending all our positive vibes to Connie, Dora, Richard, and Lisa. And we have one person still puzzling in the Flex meeting, Larissa. So more than half an hour to go. Everyone's looking really great here. I'm especially excited for Dora and Richard, who don't usually finish in the 2 hours. So I'm really, let's send all our positive encouragement to the final puzzlers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And Richard looks like he is pretty close. He has all of the bottom of the puzzle done. He has the island finished, and it looks like he's only working at the top at this lighter pieces, just like Connie.
Yeah, so, and it looks like he's having a great time because his lips are moving, so he's singing along to some music, and I think he's going to be really impressed. This is going to be his best time in a competition. Yeah. So, Rachel, just getting back to the Danish competition. Yeah, how did you get on with the text? Because that picture also had a lot of text and it was in French.
Well, French was the language I took from 10 years old at school because we lived near France, so it made sense. So the fact that it was French didn't really bother me. And I don't mind text, actually. I think I'm quite good with text. Doesn't matter what language.
I spent so much time, like, it really threw me off. Like, usually I like text, but this one I was like trying to say the French and trying to repeat it to myself that I could kind of imagine where it went. There was like multiple lines of text. It really threw me off, and I'm sure I picked up the same piece like 10 different times and was just always like, no, it must go there, but it doesn't.
One thing I noticed with the text was the different placement in the pieces. So each line of text, it was either in the middle or it was at the top or it was at the top and bottom. So I kind of used that to find the different groupings of, okay, this line is together and this line is together, and then I could kind of just fit them together, and then I could see which order they had to be in.
Yeah, I think maybe I relied too much on trying to piece them together, like based on the actual words. Like I was like, this must be a T, and I'm like kind of like looking, where is a T in the sentence? Whereas, as you say, when there were 3 lines of text, it's either like at the top. Oh, go Richard! Richard, yay! Hit the done! Come on! Yay! Congrats, Richard. Oh, best time. Under 90 minutes. Under
well
90
done.
Minutes. You did.
The first time ever.
Yes.
Ever.
You've just got like your best time in an online competition by 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Well, because
well done,
remember with Magic Krakow, you finished, but like just with like a few minutes to go.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, brilliant. It was a perfect puzzle for for speed puzzling, so a really good choice for the sort of plus 50 group, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting their personal bests on it.
Yeah, well, it's my personal best by quite some margin. So I'm really pleased.
Yeah,
Thank you.
fantastic. Well done. Yes. So Rachel, what have you got planned next for competitions outside of the Euro Jigsaw Jam? Are you going to any in-person events?
No, I was asked to join Christina in the Nordic Championship, but I knew that I would be starting a new job, so I didn't really want to commit to going away when I just had to start a new job. So, but I am going to VM, and I can't wait. So the Worlds is just going to be amazing. Yeah. And I'm going with Christina as well and a couple of others that are often in the EJJs. So, but yeah, no, outside, I don't think I have any competitions coming up, but we do try and meet at the library. And we have talked about maybe having a set day every month where a few of us from this town can get together and just do either just fun puzzling or practice speed puzzling. So.
Sounds fantastic. Aaron and SJ are trying to figure out where in the UK you're from.
Well, not London. No, I'm from a region called Kent. So I grew up in a town not far from Canterbury in Kent. I hope that answers the question.
So how many years have you lived in Denmark now?
Almost 7.5.
Okay, and so will you be representing Denmark or the UK at the Worlds?
Unfortunately, I will have to represent the UK in the solo competition because I still have an English passport. I haven't got Danish citizenship yet. I have to be here 8 years before I can apply for that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
Pairs and teams, you'll be standing for
I'm
Denmark?
together with Lisa, which she's normally in the EJJ, but she's too quick for the 50 plus club. So it's nice to know that I'm catching up with her. So yeah, I'll be joining her for pairs, and we're hoping that we can obviously represent Denmark, and then in teams with Lisa, Christina, and Nina. So yeah.
Oh, so exciting.
That's a nice team.
Yeah, they're really nice. I can't wait to have a fun sort of girly holiday with lots of puzzling.
Yeah.
Leave the men to their model making.
Yeah, and I need someone to look after the dogs. So
Yes. So they can have their models, their dogs, and they can be watching the live stream.
Exactly. Yeah. Couldn't be better.
Yes. Everyone's happy. Congrats, Lisa. Lisa finished as well.
Lisa just finished.
Well done. All right. Keep going, Dora. Very excited for you. Okay. Still got, 27 minutes to go. So I really hope that Dora can finish. This would be the first.
Yeah, I think she can.
Yeah, she has not finished yet under the 2 hours. She usually has like 100 or 200 pieces left at the 2 hour mark. But look how fantastic she's doing. That's like less than 100. She's only got like the water and the island to do. So
yeah,
super. Yeah. So with the Worlds, yeah. So you're going to have a holiday with the girls.
Yeah.
That's good. Are you all staying in the same hotel? Like, will you be flying in together?
We're going to be flying together. So traveling together, yes. But 3 of us, we're in an Airbnb and 1 in a hotel because Lisa didn't have a team, but she booked in the trip. And then obviously hoped she could find a team. And we did the same with 3 and hoped that we could find the 4th. So, yeah.
Yeah, I tried. I was really surprised when I booked accommodation for this year that even when I booked like a couple of months ago, that there was so much that had been booked out. Like I was very satisfied with the hotel we had last year. And then it was like completely booked out. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then like I checked a lot of different places and it seemed like there was a lot less selection available as opposed to the previous year.
Yeah, I'm lucky Christina and Nina are so organized because they booked the Airbnb straight away as soon as we got the dates and things. So I was able to just hop in and join them.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's because Valladolid is not a huge city, and if you want to be kind of in walking distance of the dome, then everything fills up relatively quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we have a 20-minute, 25-minute walk to the dome, I think, from the hotel or from the Airbnb. So it's not too bad.
No, and it's a nice city to walk through, and I always enjoyed my walk in the morning towards the dome. Like, it kind of warms you up, you know, when you're there, you're like warmed up, you're like ready to go.
Yeah, I think it wakes you up as well.
Exactly. And then afterwards you can just kind of relax, like stroll back, like, and enjoy the town, and yeah, look around and sit on one of the many terraces that we have.
So speaking of holidays, we have a lovely holiday here. What were you thinking when you were puzzling this one? Were you imagining tropical islands and eating exotic
I have
fruits?
to be honest, I have no idea where it is. Geography was not my strong suit, but it does look very peaceful and very lush. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a holiday there.
Yeah. So I honestly didn't even look this up. I just assumed it's in the Caribbean, and no one's corrected me yet. So I think it was a good stab in the dark that we were looking at the Caribbean.
Well, Richard's just given you a thumbs up, so you must be right.
All right. So it's holiday time coming up. Do you bring puzzles with you on a holiday?
I haven't, because I haven't had any puzzles to take with me until recently. I did just go on a little mini cruise with my husband and my parents, but I did actually borrow a little 300-piece puzzle from Christina to take with me, but I changed my mind at the last minute because I thought I'm not going to have time to do it, and I think that was the right decision. But yeah, I maybe not on holiday with my husband, but yeah, I think I could be tempted to take puzzles with me on holiday. They just take up quite a bit of room. I'd have to leave the box at home, I think.
What about you, Catherine? Do you bring puzzles with you on holiday?
Yes, I do, and I force my husband to puzzle with me. Well, not force, but I let him choose a few puzzles. I'm like, we're going on holiday. Have a look at my stack. Which puzzle speaks to you? And then he gets to pick a few, and then he's also motivated to do those. And it's good for me because he has a completely different preference to like what I like to puzzle. So it's good for me to practice the puzzles that I usually avoid, that I have in my stack, but that I don't actually do that often. And then, yeah, instead of watching TV or something in the evenings, then we will do a puzzle. Or if it's raining outside or something, then we can do a puzzle instead.
Yeah.
But I just figured out a great solution to carry the puzzles. So I recently learned how to use a sewing machine. So I sewed myself like little bags with like a little zipper on them, just out of, I used like a mesh fabric. And the smallest size, so for like a 500-piece puzzle, a pouch that is like A5 is enough. So it's like a 500-piece puzzle is basically like a hand-sized, little bit thicker than that. And that way you can fit a lot of puzzles into your luggage or even your backpack.
Yeah, and I remember, I don't know who it was that was talking about it, but they were saying that you can take the 500-piece puzzle and put it in a 1,000-piece box along with the 1,000-piece puzzle, which is going to be cool for when we go to Spain, because we're going to have some puzzles to bring back, and I'm worried about suitcase space.
Yeah, so we received a package recently from America, and it was packed amazingly. It was so impressive. So first of all, you start with 1,000 box and you take off the lid, and then you kind of just use half of it like this. Oh no, actually, you take this one and then, how was it? Somehow they fit like this.
Ah.
So you've got the 500 box inside the 1,000 box and both of the pieces. And then, or this is more like if you're packing for a suitcase or if you're sending a package.
Yeah. That's going to be handy for the worlds.
Because basically you get like a 500 out of inside a 1,000. So that was a really good trick. And the great thing was when I opened the package, I only saw the thousands. And then when I picked them up, I was like, oh, there's like an extra surprise inside. It was so much fun unpacking. It was great. Yeah. So do you buy puzzles on holiday, or do you think you'll buy some puzzles this upcoming summer?
I probably will, yes. Like I say, I'm totally hooked on not just speed puzzling, but puzzling again. I haven't done it in many years, so it's actually really nice to get back into and sort of retrain those muscles. But I do tend to go a bit crazy when I buy puzzles. I think I bought 11 of the EJJs last time they were put up for sale. And I have 8 on my list this time. And I only have 8 and not 11 because we have 2 weeks of holiday. So I promised not to buy any for those 2 weeks. But yeah, I also, on Facebook Marketplace, my husband found a post of someone that was doing a house clearance. And I managed to get 65 puzzles rather cheaply. And some of them were brand new, and most of them were 1,000 pieces or more.
65,000 pieces.
Yes. Yeah. So that's kept me busy because obviously I didn't know if all the pieces were there for the open ones. I've been unlucky with a couple, but most of them have actually been complete. So I have a walk-in. It used to be a walk-in closet here. That we used to have a bedroom up here. And we changed it to, this is now our hobby floor, and our bedroom's moved. So I was wondering what to do with the walk-in closet. Well, it's now full of puzzles.
I think everybody needs a walk-in puzzle closet.
I do too. Yeah.
But that's fantastic because you've got really great lighting there. So you've got big tables there. You've got great natural light and
yeah, and there's another
light.
window behind the laptop here as well. And my husband's an electrician, so there's always good lighting in the house. We have spotlights up in the ceiling, and we have on the beams here as well, there are some strip LED lights that light up as well, so you don't get the glare down on the puzzle. And I have one of those light stands as well. So yeah, I don't I don't have to worry about lighting.
So anybody in Denmark who's complaining about bad lighting or puzzling, you need to get in touch with Rachel's husband too. And you know what? Your husband can't complain now about all your puzzles because he was complicit by showing you that Facebook post.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
And it could be a niche advertisement for his business. Like we install great lights for puzzles.
A very niche, yeah. I mean, puzzling light specialist or hobby and puzzling lights, because all of those things. I mean, whether you're playing board games or you're playing, those people who like paint little Warhammer things or building models, you do need good lighting. Otherwise, especially in winter, you're just going to be like squinting and like.
Yeah. Well, we have 2 of these long tables up here. So he sits and does his modelling on one, and I sit on the other and do my puzzles. And he's got a couple of surfaces over here with modelling and painting and stuff on. So yeah, it's a really nice open space up here where there is lots of natural light, and we can sit and do our hobbies individually, but still sit together, which is awesome.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah. I'm very lucky.
Yeah. So when you do pairs with Christina, is it here or at your house or at Christina's?
We've done a couple of competitions at her house, and we've done some training at both. So yeah, we haven't done a competition here. But I'm doing a pairs competition with Lisa on the 8th of June. I think it's the 1,000-piece one, and that's my birthday. So
Oh,
I'm hoping for a good one.
let me think. Oh, I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so that's a 1,000-piece puzzle, and it's actually at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Trying something a bit different. Some people said that if they want to travel to meet their pair, they need a bit more time on a Sunday morning. So fair enough. We'll try a Sunday afternoon puzzle, and yeah, that should also give people better light and time to travel.
Yeah.
So and Lisa is going to be your pair for the Worlds. So you're already starting some of that training. How is that looking towards the Worlds?
We haven't really trained much together because she's training for the Nordic Championship with her partner for that. So we haven't really trained together as a pair very much at all. But I'm hoping that once the Nordic Championship is finished, that we'll get more time. So we'll organise a bit more training.
Yeah.
I just I just want to mention that lots of people are rooting for you, Dora, in the chat. Everybody's cheering you on. They go, yeah, go, Dora. And you're getting so close, Dora. We believe in you. So I just thought I let you know. You're doing really well. You're inching in on the map. And it looks like that's the...
15 minutes. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the hardest part is left. But look, she's still got really good momentum. Look how fast her hands are moving. And this is Anami's auntie, and she loves puzzling, and she keeps coming back for more. So really rooting for Dora, hoping that she's going to finish today. I'm curious about this Haribo puzzle, because Haribo in Germany means gummy bears. Is this just like a puzzle of like 1,000 gummy bears?
Not quite. I can fetch it and show you if you like.
Yes, please. We have a Haribo shop in Trio, or at least at one time there was. I'm not sure if it's still there, but it was only just a shop only selling gummy bears and all these like gummy treats.
So I have 3 different ones.
Ooh. It's like an impossible puzzle.
Well, this one is not so impossible. I think that one will be really fun.
That one was fun and very easy because it was just finding the colours.
Yeah.
This is the one that nearly went out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like popcorn. Like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Pico
know.
Bella.
I don't know if you know those, but I don't like them. They don't taste very good. And then there's this one. I haven't opened this one yet. That's why it's shiny.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that one's much easier than the other one. It's...
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, yes, because that's from Schmidt.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite brands. I think they fit really well together.
Yeah, no, I think now that I remember when I was browsing the Schmidt catalog, there was, some random cooperations they had done with different brands, and that was one of them. And I remember looking at it and thinking, no thanks. But it's somebody's cup of tea.
Yeah, well, we eat a lot of Haribo here in Denmark, so yeah. I decided, and there are different ones. I haven't got them all. There are 6 different ones.
Oh, the others look even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only that is really one that's actually enjoyable is the one with the stripy rainbow assortment.
Yeah, that one was fun too.
Gummy bears.
Yeah.
So what's the name of your team for the Worlds? Like, I guess, is it a Danish name? Ugly Ducklings? Okay.
Yeah, which is one of Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales.
Oh, yes.
He was Danish, so we are the Ugly Ducklings.
So we'll hear that name for sure on the live stream. At least it's one we'll remember.
Yeah.
With all the other names, which are like puzzle something, puzzle piece something, corner. Yeah. The Ugly Ducklings will be like, okay. And have you got T-shirts organized for that as well?
We have talked about getting T-shirts. We haven't ordered any yet, but I'm sure we will do. With the Danish flag on the arm, or Instagram names on the back or something. And Nina has made a really cute little logo to go on the front as well. So
Nice.
Yeah.
If you want any advice for t-shirts, I would get like a color, like not just a white or black shirt, but like a color that stands out a little bit, because then you can find yourself later on the live stream. Last year, I know, yeah, the first year I went, we just had white t-shirts with like the team name on the back and then our names here, and it was impossible to find us on the live stream, especially for like my family and friends at home who were like trying to find me in the crowd.
Yeah.
And last year we went with like yellow t-shirts, and there were a couple of teams that had yellow t-shirts, and sadly, but like all the volunteers had yellow.
Oh.
But there were not a lot of other teams that had yellow. I think it was us, and then there was the Norwegian Brazilian team that had yellow shirts. There was like a Norwegian team that had these like neon yellow.
Oh, that was Sweden. Sweden.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
exactly. Yeah, and I think that was, maybe there was one more team, but it was much easier to spot us. Also, like in the background of like other things, or like from the photographs, like at the end of the thing, there will be uploaded like thousands of photographs. And if you want to find yourself, you just want to like skim through it. And if you have like a color that not a lot of people are wearing, it's easier to find yourself.
That's a good tip. I like that.
Exactly. And I also, with your team, Catherine, it wasn't just like the plain standard like yellow shirt that like if you were just to pick like most companies would just have a plain yellow one. It was a different shade of yellow compared to like the Brazilians, and it was different to the judge t-shirts. It was a bit of more like a pastel yellow. So that's what I also thought was quite nice too. So it wasn't just like a standard yellow, and also it wasn't neon either. Yeah,
we were going back and forth between if we wanted like a dark purple or the yellow, and in the end we were like, let's go yellow. It's gonna stand out more, and it's gonna be more fun.
Yeah, well, that's what Rob Shields says. His team wear pink, bright pink, and he says it's great because you can always find yourself on the photos and on the live streams.
Yeah,
because most people do white, black, maybe red is like the next most popular color. Yeah, blue maybe is also a popular color, but then I think all the other colors, there's just 2 or 3 teams that might have the same color. So if you go for like anything else, you're good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Rachel, anything else you'd like to share about your experience in the EJJ or with puzzles in Denmark?
Well, my family think I'm insane because I've just purchased a new puzzle, and I picked it up the other day, and I had to use a trolley because it weighs 19 kilos.
Would you like to show us this puzzle?
Yeah.
Is it like a giant puzzle? Like a 40,000 piece puzzle or something like that?
19 kilos of puzzle pieces. 40,000.
Well, 19.
42.
It's the 42,000 one.
No. Yeah, I mean, for a non-puzzler, I mean, even for a puzzler, like that's like a huge.
It's a project.
Jump. Yeah, this is like years of your life that you were dedicating, months at least 12 months. But for a non-puzzler, it's like, mind blowing. That how could even someone like even consider to do that?
Yeah, I boasted to my nan that I'd been good and only ordered one puzzle. And I sent her a picture of the box on the trolley when it arrived. Yeah. So that's my next challenge. I do like a challenge, and that is my next one. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but or even put it together. But I'll figure that out.
Oh, that must have been so funny, like just going with your like trolley of like, this is only one puzzle.
Well, the place where I picked it up from, the girl that we were seen by, she said, "Oh, I got so annoyed with that parcel because it was so heavy and it kept getting in the way and I kept falling over it." And I was glad to see the back of it.
glad that it was taken out of picked up at
Yeah.
the packet shop. Yeah. Oh, for sure. And will that be your first puzzle? Like what is the largest puzzle you have done until now?
I think the largest I've done is 1,500. I don't remember doing anything bigger as a child. We often had a puzzle on the table, but I don't remember it being anything bigger than 1,500. So yes, it will be quite a challenge. Apparently it's divided up into 7 bags of 6,000, but even 6,000 pieces at a time is a challenge. So
So
Yeah, for
question,
sure.
are you going to do 6,000 pieces per bag, or are you going to mix the 42,000?
I am not going to mix them, no.
You can only do that if you own like a gym hall or something, and you can actually lay them all out.
Well, my daughter has measured the floor here from one end to the other, and there is room, but it would entail moving all the furniture to the walls.
Does she like puzzling as well?
She hasn't got the patience for it. Yeah.
Not yet, maybe.
No, but Christine has said she will come and help, so we'll be fine.
I'm just looking at Dora's progress. We have like
Yeah, she's so close.
3 minutes left, and everybody's rooting for Dora in the comments. There's so many people that say, go, 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 come on.
I can do it. It's just like, 20-ish pieces and coming up to 3 minutes.
Everyone wants to see you finish. They say, can we please keep the live stream going until Dora is done?
Of course, we're not going to leave anyone hanging here. We need to know. But yeah, that's a big jump from 1,500 to 42,000. Well, let's say 6,000.
Yeah. It's I am that sort of person that pushes the boundaries and challenges myself. So
yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, just
yeah, exactly.
dive right in. Like,
Yeah. Head
Might
first.
as well.
And what was the image again? Was it like the map of the world one?
Yeah, it's called Around the World.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, for example, Big Ben and a London bus, and there's things from Sydney and America, and in one long panorama.
Okay. Does it go by continent? Each puzzle was a different
I think
continent?
so, yeah. It seems to be, if you put the world on a strip,
Mhm.
it does seem to run along the line. So yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I'm like being very distracted by Dora's puzzling, because I see her just she's like on a roll right now. She's like putting in pieces, like piece, 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 piece.
Yeah. I wonder if she
So
knows.
cool.
I don't know if she's listening. I
She
don't
is.
know. Okay.
She is
You're
listening.
so close. You're so close. Keep on doing it.
Oh, that was like 3 pieces that just fit in there, like boom.
Oh,
That's what I love about getting to the end, because they just go in one after the other. It's so satisfying.
Yeah.
and then everybody is just like willing, just like, one more. Actually, it reminds me. I watched the video from Vicky. Vicky Makes and Builds, and she and Aaron were commentating the live stream of the UK nationals of one of them, and there were 2 people left on the live stream at the end, and there was just like pieces left, and it was, all this like intense anticipation, like, oh, there goes another one, and like they're looking at the time, and oh, it was so exciting. I think both of them managed to put in like the last piece just before the time limit. Oh, come on, Dora, 10 pieces. Okay. All right. Okay, we're into the last minute. I'm just going to keep track of time. Go, Dora. So we got 30 seconds.
Oh
It's
my
a lot.
God.
Come on.
Let's go.
10 pieces. 10 pieces.
You can do it. We all believe in you. Everyone is
10,
cheering you
9,
on.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Oh, 2 pieces left. Oh, so 3 pieces, so close.
Oh, 3.
Oh, but this is fantastic, Dora. This is your
Oh
best
my
result
God.
by far. Yes. No 200
You did
pieces to
so
count.
well.
3 pieces. Oh, you can be so proud of yourselves. Oh, congratulations. Yay, there goes the turtle. And is that Paddington? Yay, they're celebrating. Oh, okay.
Come on, put the 3 pieces in as
Come
well.
on, come on, let's see you do it. Let's put in those 3 pieces.
Everyone watching is like just wants you to finish the puzzle.
Okay. Yes, come on, put the last 3 pieces in. Come on, finish it. Or maybe she's figuring out how to turn the screen off. Anyway, wow, that was an amazing live stream. Incredible times. So many people
So
got their
close.
personal bests. So many people. We had, what was that, 50 people finish under an hour or more. So really thrilled for everyone's results. And of course, we're going to have to combine it with the Flex people. I also want to do a shout out to Daniela and Everly, who sometimes don't finish in the 2 hours, and they were done already like at an hour and like 10, an hour and 15 minutes. So like really fantastic. And it's been absolute pleasure to chat with you, Rachel. Thank you so much for your time and
Likewise.
chatting with us all about puzzles and all the exciting things that you've got going on. And yeah, look forward to seeing you at the Worlds.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet everyone there.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
at the
it's gonna be
next
so much fun.
and at the next EJJs, like through your stack, we'll see you a few
Yeah.
more times.
And I'll see you again at the Danish one on the 3rd.
Yes, that would be
Yes.
fantastic. Well, thanks so much, Rachel. Thanks so much to everyone who's following on YouTube, and yeah, everyone who's been commenting along and sending all positive vibes for all our participants. And yeah, wish everybody a good night. And yeah, it's at 9:30 we'll open the sale for the next EJJs. All right.
Yes.
Thanks everyone. Good night.
Bye.